Everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and you all have asked for this for a little while, so we're giving you the full experience of 2006 Chrysler Town & Country ownership. Now, this is my personal 2006 Chrysler Town & Country minivan. It's the touring trim, so they made 4 trims in 2006, and this was the second highest. So there was a limited above, then touring, then I think it was like LXI, LX, and that was it. This has about might have been often we've usually Tesla motorcycles, and the van kind of just sits around and waits to get used. I think the last it was furniture. This should go, maybe not quite.
Probably.
The last time I used it was to ride fat tire mountain bikes. For is if we don't have a using the Tesla, I want to get the whole town. What else? We're going to talk all about ownership of the Town & Country, why I bought it, what else I consider to you all. I'm sure you have a whole bunch. Kind of start the video and get here, and let's to your chats here in a little. Sitting for a while to come out. Everything's all good to go, so come out here and I can argue that I have to the oil has already moved, so I guess I need to get a larger piece of some cardboard, even though you can see quite a bit of oil has already made its way on there. So we'll just set that to the side for now. And we got to go around and take a look at the tires. See, they're pretty wore out. These are General Ultimax winter tires that I run all year round because this car doesn't get used too frequently, and it's cheaper to run winters. I'd say safer to run winters all year round than it would be to run because soon. So, let's like that. Get our tire pressure monitor. Now this is what I use Daily Motor. Side. So 34 will be fine. The original wheels, I bought these ones and I kind of regret doing this, but I bought these wheels and tires, I think, for $100 all in, and then I sold the wheels I had for like $200. So I pretty much sold my nicer wheels for crappier wheels. In fact, this was one of the crappier ones. One of the wheels, I think, was one of my nice ones, though, and it's still on the car. They all look pretty bad at this point. But anyway, one of the wheels is pretty corroded, and it loses air around the bead. But actually, we're in pretty good shape right now. That one's 35. A month or two ago, Alissa and we were sitting, and we looked outside, and this one was completely flat for some reason. I thought for sure there must have been a puncture or something. Alissa had just used the van, but I know.
Yeah, blame it on me.
Right. Pump 30 though, but wash it for the live drive. So
$10 donation. I'll wash.
Right.
The TNC.
So I'm gonna run this into the garage real quick, and Alissa can get chats.
Not that I will be able to answer any of the chats, but I'll just walk around. Oh man, we actually have some cat prints. We do have a couple of cats in the neighborhood, and it looks like they've been running. Here you can see where they landed and slid down. Oh, that is funny. I'll have to let Charlie see that. We'll walk around, show you guys something that you're actually probably very familiar with. There's some cat paw prints on the hood.
Cute. Pretty steep.
They slid.
That's awesome.
I really hope this camera can pick it up, but I don't think it can.
So the Chrysler Town & Country key was actually kind of neat. This one's a little wore out. We do have 2 keys for the car, but it's all built into one. So you got your lock and unlock, and you can do all power, both sides of the doors and the trunk. So that's definitely useful. And then the key's right on there, obviously. So let's hop in and start it up.
Show them your other key fobs.
Oh, yeah, this is our Porsche Chrysler Town & Country. This is from my Boxster. Alissa suggested keeping that. I thought that was cute.
And putting it on the Chrysler.
Yeah. All right, so we got black paint because black is easier to put rust coating on, make it look okay. And as you can see, it needs another round. But we got a nice tan interior on the seat. Running. Go. Stop. Nope. Finally, but let's see. Oh yeah, the stream health is not Oh, it's probably.
Are we because we're underneath this?
Well, I did walk away with the camera.
Oh.
I wonder if that's why.
Wait, when did you walk away with it?
When I went to the garage. Or yeah, but I had the phone.
Oh, that makes sense.
Try closing that video and.
Oh, it's fine. It's
oh, whoops! Sorry about that, guys.
Well.
Maybe.
It's trying.
Huh. That's actually, maybe that's me?
Your phone?
Yeah, like, I don't know if it's...
I'm gonna sneeze.
There we go.
Okay.
No, I guess I think it's
okay.
good.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys.
That's now talking about...
It hasn't progressed. Let's get those going.
Yeah.
2 wood grain, wall signature, and see if starting.
Is metal roof gonna be good or anything?
I mean, I don't know. It's super hot. Off?
Oh, yeah.
Is that much better now?
There were a lot of comments.
Okay.
That it just was not loading.
Okay. All right, off we go. In the Town & Country. You can hear the brakes are a little rusty.
I cannot tell.
Well, see, it's gonna have an issue for a second here because we're leaving the Wi-Fi on that phone, and it's I have some connectivity issues. So once it dumps the Wi-Fi, we'll be good.
Okay.
Steering wheel is a little bit off center. We'll see that a little bit more as we're rolling further. The sprayer is gonna work today? Oh yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Every now and again, yeah. This car has had a lot of electrical kind of just weird gremlin sort of things, and the longer I've owned it, the more everything's kind of ironed itself out. In fact, I had a light on down in the dash for a while for low windshield washer fluid. I think it was a sensor that was out. I don't think the light's on anymore, so that's kind of neat. Now this being the touring trim, it's It's rocking a 3.8 liter V6 as opposed to the 3.3 that came in the bottom two trims. I have no idea how much horsepower it's supposed to be good for, because it doesn't matter. I don't think I've ever once been full throttle in this thing.
Wow.
Yep. What are people saying in the chats?
The Pittsburgh Man wants us to off-road in the TNC.
Oh boy, I don't know. It might crack in half.
And they're wondering if it's a Pacifica or a Town and Country.
Oh no, this is straight up Town and Country. Yeah. This is 2006.
Yeah.
The Pacifica was a mid-size-ish crossover at that point.
Wow. That's
yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Totally different model.
The TOPHER is washing.
Hey, what's going on, TOPHER?
He says this is going to be the 2021 car of the year.
It really is.
Yeah.
TOPHER thinks he's cool with his $4,000 4Runner, but it still can't beat the utility or value of the $750 minivan. Because that's right, everyone, I paid $750 for this thing. When I bought it, the rear glass was broken out. There's no rear glass in the rear hatch, but I didn't buy it until I knew that I had sourced a same color rear hatch at a junkyard with the glass fully working and everything. It took, I think, a total of 5 bolts to remove the broken one, install the new one. It cost me $65, so $750 to buy the van, $65 for the new hatch. Climate control was working. Man, we really poor. Hopefully it picks up here soon. If not, we'll swap over. Nice.
Right.
I'll pause the story. Oh, we are picking up a little bit now.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
The fans were also not working. So I looked online, and sure enough, it was a super easy fix. You just had to kind of pop that off there and swap out a resistor, just an electrical part. It costs like $6 at AutoZone.
That's awesome.
Popped it out, and sure enough, all the fans worked just fine. Heated seats work. Everything's. Oh, the radio also didn't work when I bought it. She was like, I don't know what's wrong with it, and I think that was another like just fuse or something like that. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The other fun fact is the individual I bought it from had gotten a DUI driving under the influence and was no longer allowed to drive, and so
she had to sell it for that reason.
She had to sell it.
Nice.
Yep.
Huh. Got it.
Yeah, hit me up with them comments.
The TOPHER says you might have to go, this was back when we were in,
Oh.
you might have to go drive some tires with the burnout so you get better traction while you're getting there.
It does have track off. Man, dropping down again. Verizon, what's going on?
Verizon's not good in this area.
Surprising.
Yeah, we're still holding, it's not skipping or anything. I'm kind of watching, it's skipping a little.
That's good.
It's skipping a little, just a little.
Well, when we get to the next lot, maybe we'll swap on over to our usual T-Mobile setup.
Forge Fantasy is asking for a 0 to 60 test.
I don't know, man. I'll get up to 0 to 60, but I don't know if I'm gonna do full throttle. I feel bad for this engine.
It might bust down right in our live drive.
Right.
You'll have to get something else.
Yeah. Then you guys would have to help us pick out a new car.
Oh, I think that you have your next car picked out already after this.
You're right, I do. It's called a utility trailer.
Huh. There you go.
A utility trailer and a hitch on the Model Y, which would cost us like 3 times more than just buying another Town and Country. So maybe I'd just buy another Town and Country. Nice.
The Pittsburgh Man is asking if you'd ever give up the TNC for another G35 or a 37.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Infinities. I actually had an M35, not a G35, but it's all about the utility. I mean, this thing, you can fit mattresses in the back, you can fit multiple bikes, you can fit, I mean, I could fit my, one of our motorcycles in here if I really wanted to. I could fit 7 to 8 people. Technically it only seats 7, but I've had 8 in it before. So, originally, before I bought this, I wanted to get a truck. I wanted to get a mid-sized truck, either a Colorado or a Dakota. I was thinking about a Ranger, but even in the extended cabs, the Rangers had these weird bench seats that I didn't want. I wanted a Dodge Dakota, extended cab, long bed. But even then, if you wanted it in anything in decent working condition, especially for a 4-wheel drive V8, you're looking at least $4,000 or $5,000. So then I was like, wait a minute. Chrysler Town Countries, you find them all the time. They got, you know, you got a decent sound system, heated seats, it's comfortable, it's practical, super cheap. It gets mid-20s in fuel economy when you're on the highway. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing.
Nice. I think that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Ron is asking for a rev limiter test.
No, I don't even know.
All these other tests that you normally do when you put in these new cars through the trenches, you're not wanting to with this one.
No.
This is your baby.
Exactly.
Look how slow we're going around this corner. You guys have seen us go like 50 or 60 sometimes around this corner, and that was 25.
Well, it's twofold. It's one, I don't want to break the car, and two, I don't want to kill us. So
yeah. This thing would probably roll relatively easily.
Yeah, I'm surprised it doesn't, because there's no electronic stability control. The only thing that might help it from rolling is the wheelbase is really long, so it's like a little less likely to come over. And with the seats folded, the center of gravity is pretty low. But yeah, I wouldn't want to push it.
Right. The TheTopher says, how much to do the rest of the video in the old lady you bought it from accent?
We would need so many donations for all these things. Nathan asked how much for to take the minivan up to 100 miles per hour. I told him $100.
Yeah, I don't think it'd even do that.
Oh, I think it would do 100.
Really?
I think so. This it's a 4-speed automatic transmission, but this it's pretty powerful.
Can't do it with this area, man.
Yeah.
1,000 donation to jump it. That's from Forge Fantasy.
Yeah, pretty much. I would just need to do any of these tests. I need to get enough donated.
Yeah. You guys collectively pay what it would cost. Whoop. How slowly we went over that bump too. This is just funny, guys. I like this. Andrew's Planet says get a Chrysler Pacifica hybrid, and that's exactly what, you know, if we needed a more family car even before we got the Tesla, you were like, that's what we'd get. I
do like the Pacifica hybrid, absolutely. The problem is with that is you can't stow and go the middle row with the hybrid model. So you have to decide, do you want the plug-in ability or do you want the stow and go? And for me, that'd be a tough decision.
Right, because you love both of those things.
Right.
And the reason for that is the hybrid part of the engine, is that what that is?
The batteries. The
batteries are stowed underneath the where the actual like stow and go captain chairs would go.
Right.
So opportunity cost, man.
Yep. What was I gonna say? And the other thing is we really don't drive this thing very often.
No.
So it's just not, you can't justify like having an expensive vehicle to sit around.
Oh look, he's going over a speed bump. I'm just gonna make fun of you this whole time because I think it's cute.
It's the most relaxed Alyssa's ever been on a lot.
I have no worries.
Yeah. This Focus ST, very nice. We're gonna go over here, and I think we might swap out our hotspots, our Wi-Fi hotspots.
Yeah, there's no point in staying with mine at the moment.
Right. So let's
park by that Ford.
No, I don't want to embarrass him.
Okay.
Embarrass him with such a cool vehicle parked next to his Focus ST. Alright, so if everyone, of course now the signal's picking up, but if everyone bears with us for like 2 minutes, we're just going to do a quick flip-flop, and we'll be back. And we're back. That was speedy, like a NASCAR pit stop. Yeah. Cool.
Oh. There we go.
So, let's hop out and take another look at it.
Okay. Don't forget that.
Yeah. This thing's large enough, I need to carry the hotspot with me to walk around. Also running the Progressive Snapshot down there, so that's the Progressive insurance thing that, let's pull this out, it's probably annoying for you guys. That monitors how well you drive, like how slowly you drive, and if you do well, then they give you a lower insurance rate. And that's perfect for this car because I never brake hard or accelerate hard because I don't think it's even possible. So I've got an A+ on my progressive snapshot right now. The other thing is you can see we've got some zip ties around the parking brake lever because the parking brake doesn't work and it's just kind of dangling there. So if it weren't for these zip ties, then the parking brake pedal would flop down and I'd get a parking brake light up there. What else? Is that supposed to be like that? Looks like there's a boot for the steering column that doesn't seem like it's attached properly. What else? Got our aux cable, so that's good, that's important. Floor mats are pretty dirty. What were the tire pressures supposed to be? 36. All right, so we're a little low, but not the end of the world.
Fine.
Yeah.
As long as it's not flat.
Right. So the Walter P. Chrysler edition gives us these super nice inlays. Panels, yeah, on the doors. They also give us, I think, the two-tone in there, kind of the dark tan and light tan look. You can see we got the pretty wore out at this point, so it just kind of looks like W signature series. And it's a little dirty, but
we're keeping it real.
Yeah, keep it real. Probably go clean it off here in the next few weeks. Like I said, I was doing some mountain biking with the TOFR, and I think it was kind of rainy. It was like the roads were just wet that day. Yeah. So. Yep. But I've always kind of thought these things look good. I guess it's just a little guilty. Maybe it's because I was like an impressionable age when these came out. But I've always liked. I don't care for the Dodge Grand Caravan so much, but the Chrysler Town and Country with kind of the extra accents on the lights. This is my favorite generation of them. Cool. And it does kind of look like a slug, but I think it looks like a classy slug. It does. Yeah. Yep. Cute. You can interrupt me with any comments if I should get to those. Yeah. Okay. Say again how many miles are on this car? 251,000. What? Miles. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. I want to make sure everyone hears that. 251,000 miles on it. We do have the original manual right there. Yep, all that good stuff. Anything else interesting in here? This panel got pulled off. I need to reattach that with some glue or something. What else?
KD says we had one with the 3.3 and what a dog. Slower than my old D16 Civic, but man, these vans are so comfy, and they are.
They really are.
Yeah, they're nice and comfortable to ride.
And with the 3.8, it's really not too bad. I imagine the 3.3 would probably be pretty slow. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. He also says so much body roll in these vans.
There is quite a bit, yes. When I bought it, I went to swap out all the bushings and kind of clean things up and make it ride a little better and less clunky. And we got to the first bushing and it was so seized on there. We tried for more than an hour to get it out. It was just so rusted and seized. Wow. There's nothing we could do, so we just put it back together and said, send it.
The Thepittsburgh Man says, let's get a launch control with Alissa outside.
Oh, jeez. I need money for a transmission then.
KD says this is his favorite generation.
Me too. Yeah, awesome. Oh look, my Walter P. Chrysler Signature Series badge is in much better condition on this side. Look at that, cleaned up. That's nice. Yeah.
And the Thepittsburgh Man says we need a comparison video of the TC versus the new Kia Carnival.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to do that. The Kia Carnival is gonna be sweet. I'm looking forward. So with the key, you can see you can double tap. Door comes right on open. Very convenient, I will say. Let's show you guys how to unstow some seats. So you do have to, I'll actually let's hold the camera. Put the seat forward just a little bit.
You can hear it on those tracks.
We keep a just in case little thing with some jumper cables and some rope and things like that.
That's really smart.
Right, in case anything happens.
Should I go on the other side? Because it might be difficult. I'll go on the other side.
Okay. I'll open that door for her.
Cool. Nice. See how there's any sun in the way. Beautiful. Let's go.
Cool. So we also moved the brick that we use to chalk the rear tires if you're ever parked on a hill, since the parking brake doesn't work. Lift this thing out. The other cool thing about the Town and Country is anything that breaks I can just get from the junkyard, which is sweet. So for example, this little pole thing broke one once a year or two ago, and I just ran down to the junkyard and tossed one in my pocket and good to go. Put that up and then lift it up right there.
Wow.
Put this back down, it kind of folds neatly. Oh, and there you go.
A chair.
Perfectly good seat.
Those actually look so clean.
Yeah,
They look really nice. I need to go and get in here. And
Perfect
actually,
condition.
like, yeah, look at that, guys.
Yeah. This was owned by a grandmother before me. I don't know how long she had it, but
Oh!
pretty hard to...
Actually, it's come out a little bit. I don't even know. I don't know
Oh
if
yeah,
it's
that's weird.
supposed to do that.
Maybe it is.
Yeah, like, ow.
And these aren't necessarily the most comfortable seats in the world, but they're plenty fine. They're just lacking a little bit of padding compared to the competitors because of the stoutness.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then these ones are even easier. You just...
Grab the little lever and pull up. Look at that!
And then I think, oh, it's actually back here.
There's a lever back there. He's gonna pull.
Because I think it's intended to do it from the back. But yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. And so honestly, typically when I need to carry some passengers, I still leave these seats stowed, and then I just let them sit back here limo style. We got all the legroom. This is more legroom than an S class. Perfectly comfortable. Liz, you want to come on back?
Sure.
Just pull this one up.
Woo, loud.
Give me a little headrest.
Get out of this wind too.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Perfectly good place to be.
Right.
Back here you got air vents, you've got handles, coat hangers, lights, you've got cup holders, little storage areas,
Oh, over here.
speakers, everything you could possibly need.
Yep.
And then in the second row you've got the DVD player, which does work.
No.
Yep.
No way.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen that.
Yep. And second row climate control, rear zone climate control as well, which works.
Nice.
Yeah. This thing is about the same size as my phone screen. Just about.
That's funny. Look at that.
Yep. Let's see what people are saying in the comments. Da-da-da-da.
Pittsburgh Man says, nice brick.
Ha. Is Toyota Sienna good? The Toyota Sienna is pretty good. I would still rather have the Town and Country, but Toyota Sienna is going to be in better shape at 250,000 miles than this is. Nice seating. Do you recommend me to buy one for having fun with it, like neutral drop or some off-roading?
Who says that?
Maran Samandi. It'd be interesting. It'd be worth doing, at least at first. Yeah. I mean, because you can just get them so cheap, especially beat up and stuff, under 1,000 all day. Definitely better than the Chevy Venture. That is for sure. Yep. Yeah, those Ventures and Pontiac Montanas, those were rough. Yeah.
Cool.
But no, you could, I mean, this is with that seat there. Yeah, those aren't adjustable, but even as a 5'10" adult, I got a good amount of room. Pittsburgh Man says, time to 2JZ swap it and take it to the track. The problem is I would be more worried about the body breaking in half, the frame coming apart from rust, than I would be about the engine. I actually think the engine's in pretty good shape. Toyota Sienna Hybrid is also good. The new one is definitely good. We drove it and got good gas mileage and drove nicely. Yeah, Toyota Hybrids are good.
Cool.
That's another thing I've owned is a Toyota Hybrid. And I realized the other day, I don't think I've ever owned a turbocharged vehicle. I've had, at least, if you count the motorcycles, I think I'm well over 10 cars and bikes.
Wow.
And I don't think any of them have been turbocharged. I've had V8s, 4 cylinders, 6 cylinders. Have I owned an inline 6? I don't think I've owned an inline 6.
The wind is just passing through both of our open doors.
It's very spacious in here.
It's so cavernous.
Another thing I should point out is this headliner's in really good shape. This is something you would not get from most like GM products that have this many miles in this age. Wondering when the Bugatti Chiron will be. Oh, it's coming. We're working on it. You know, it's a pretty low priority vehicle.
I just want to show how much, even with all of the seating that we have in here, there's still a decent amount of space back
filthy back there, but oh, your bike is
oh man, haven't needed that in a year.
Right. Yeah, I think we should look at the back.
Yeah,
let's go around.
I think you should go through the front and hit the button to lift the back.
Okay.
Yep. That's something I did not know existed.
Yeah, not only can you use the key to power open things, but you can also just press that. Comes. So this is why the minivans are just better than pretty much all SUVs. Is all of that space, even if you had all your kids piled in there and their friends, you still have a good solid amount of area here to put bags or strollers or groceries. And look at all these grocery bag hooks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You don't see that.
Yeah, 5 grocery bag hooks right there. They really thought of that. Do need to run a vacuum through here apparently, but I've always got the seats stowed, so I didn't realize how dirty it was in there.
That's fine.
Yeah. When we had to, when I swapped this tailgate thing out, it was 1 star bolt there, take that off, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the whole thing was off.
Oh wow.
Actually, I think we just did 4, 5, 6, 7, took the hinges off from right here, and lifted it off, put the new one on, bolted everything out. Yeah, it's so easy. I've also, cool. I think I swapped out this light, and to get this off, you just kind of like yank this thing right here, and putting together an American vehicle from this era is like just doing Legos. It's just like all the plastic pieces just pop off, and it's super so easy and simple. If it were Japanese or German, it would have taken 3 times as long. Yeah. Cool. Let's hop back in.
Yeah.
Ugh. So you can power that, or you can just close it. Super easy. What else? I think I had to put a new wiper motor in the back I got from a junkyard, and that works properly now. You can see it's really getting rusted out here, but to the van's credit, this was the hatch that came off the donor vehicle from the junkyard, so it had been sitting in the junkyard on the ground with this part on the ground, so it rusted out.
That's why it's more rusty than any other parts of the van.
Right, and you can say, even though this is a touring trim, the hatch came from a limited, so to the untrained eye, they would think that this is a limited, but it's not. It's just a touring. If it were a limited, it would have some more kind of like body lines down here, and then it would have fog lights, soft closed doors. It would have fog lights and a better 8-speaker audio system.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool. Oh, my seat's so far forward. I was like, why is this so ridiculous?
Oh, yeah.
We do have power seat adjustments,
yep.
Which is nice. And this part's so much, yeah, I gotta do that. Back. Cool.
Check out this old cell phone holder. It would not, there's no way it would fit anything modern. Kind of just doesn't even sit in there properly.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, so that can kind of go into here. And then look at this huge storage well underneath there too. Oh my gosh. So much room for activities. Is that a 2021 rec passport? What am I doing with that? Oh, I must have had to buy one for this. Cool. Nice. The other cool thing is you can actually take this.
Oh no, you can take the whole thing off?
Yeah. Is it down here? On myself.
Where are our, you have the phone.
Oh yeah, comments. Here you go, Liz.
Throw it on my lap.
There you are. I'm blanking on how to do it. But it must be from in here. You can actually remove this whole center thing. Oh yeah, I see. Do I see? Well, you can take my word for it for now. This whole thing pops out, and I think you can mount it in the back. Or worst case, you just take it out and you could put like a cooler in here or something like that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, something in its place.
It'd be a little bit cooler.
Ha! A little bit cooler.
A little cooler.
You've got big old, big gulp compatible cup holders that are adjustable. That not really. I don't think this comes. I think this is like stuff under there, but 2 12-volt outlets, 6 disc CD DVD changer,
Nice.
2-zone climate control up here. This is actually a navigation screen, believe it or not. I don't have the disc to make the nav system work.
Wow.
And I'm not about to spend 25% of the van's value on it. But in theory, you could get an ancient navigation system.
That's pretty awesome.
In there as well. Also, I love column shifters. Just out of the way, not taking up any unnecessary space in here.
Cool.
Any comments?
Going to the ones. Okay. The Honda Odyssey has rear entertainment system.
Yep.
Yeah. Thepittsburgh Man says, I see Charlie being a Dodge Magnum kind of guy in his later years.
Oh, I'd love to have a Dodge Magnum. Yeah, that'd be sweet. What I'd really like to do is manual. I'd like to take the manual out of the Charger and swap it into a Magnum SRT8. That would be the way to do it.
I love this comment.
Okay.
Kids Monzo says, can you drive it in the winter? Guys, it is winter.
Technically, it is winter, yeah.
Just before we started this live drive, Charlie and I were standing outside getting it ready, and I said, why is it so cold? And Charlie looks at me and he says, because it's winter. It doesn't feel like that today.
Well, the other thing is, this thing has been in some pretty serious winter. Alyssa and I we had drove through a snowstorm in this once, and I handled it like a champ.
Yeah.
Because the long wheelbase helps, like when you're switching lanes or something, and there's a lot of slush or grime in the middle and snow buildup. Because it's got the long wheelbase, pretty heavy vehicle, it just kind of goes straight through it rather than getting all swirly.
Sloshed around.
Yeah, and it's got winter tires, so it's a beast. You don't need all-wheel drive.
Yeah.
They actually stopped making all-wheel drive in the town and countries when the 2005 came out because of the stow and go. They didn't work the all-wheel drive and stow and go together.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, KD says with good tires you can drive anything in the winter.
Exactly. That's accurate.
Yes. Shut Up says Grand Caravan and TC are the best minivans. Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
He knows.
Yep. And the Thepittsburgh Man says that's equivalent of putting a Hellcat badge on an E6. Probably the limited.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey man, it wasn't intentional, to be fair. It was the only black hatch at the junkyard in good shape. Plus, I figure I raised my resale value.
Cool.
Oh, there is a lot of body roll in it. Think about that.
Yeah.
I always drive it so easy. All right,
Yeah.
let's get on it. Open up the taps. I will say for Moran, this thing does hold gears because it's got 4 speeds, and then you got drive, 3, and L. And if you put it down into 3, it will not shift into 4th. So right now we're in 3rd gear at 60 miles per hour, and we're not shifting.
Wow.
So, you know,
That's pretty
checkmate
cool.
new vehicles.
He just said, I found one in the Facebook Marketplace for $800. It's a 2007 3.8. Should I buy it? It looks decent in the pictures.
Hey man, buy it for a utility vehicle. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't need your GLS. You just get a town and country.
Yeah. And if you're thinking about getting a truck and you're hauling furniture around or getting older appliances or moving things around and you run out of time during the day, you know, your stuff in the back, it's not going to get rained on, it's not going to get snowed on, it's not going to get, it's fine. So you could walk away from anything that you have in the back here and get it another day.
That's another reason I wanted the van over a truck is like mountain bikes, for example. If I want to go mountain biking and then go to the store afterward or something, it's all covered up in here, it's secure, it's out of the elements.
Right.
Not the case. I mean, there was one time a few weeks ago, Alyssa and I left furniture in the back here for a week or two.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been able to do that in the truck.
Right. Unless you garage your truck.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, the other thing that's nice about driving this car around, no one expects you to drive quickly. It's pretty much like an excuse to get away with any sort of bad driving. So if you want to go slowly onto an on-ramp, you want to sit in the left lane, you want to not use your signal, no one gets mad at you. They're just like, oh, it's probably some old grandmother driving her town and country. And no, just
The Audi looks really nice.
even this Audi right here is probably like, oh, that town and country is probably doing the best it can. I'm just gonna give it time.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the old lady worn down version of a bumper sticker on a Prius that says, pass me, I'm flooring it.
Exactly.
I saw it one time and I loved it, and it's so funny.
And you know, we're getting 16.7 miles per gallon right now. 16.8 is going up. So that's better than a lot of the press cars we run around here.
Right, yeah. Jeez. KD. Yes, cup holders from the supersize era.
Exactly.
Supersize me.
Yes.
Yeah. How many sound system on Chrysler Town & Country? How many speakers?
So this one has 6 speakers. The base was 4, this is 6, and they had an 8-speaker Infinity system. Yeah.
Okay, cool. KD says that's a true point about long wheelbase in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
My Suzuki Grand Vitara 4x4 is sometimes twitchy.
Right, yeah, the one much shorter wheelbase. That's the other thing, is the base Town & Countries from this year were short wheelbase, and then the top 3 trims were all long wheelbase, and that was a must-have for me as well, is getting the longer wheelbase.
Gotcha. Kids Monzo wants you to floor it.
If we get $5 in total donations, I will floor it.
$5. Nice.
It'll be the first time I've ever floored it.
Wow.
Yep.
I think I've probably floored it.
Oh, but what about my progressive snapshot? I didn't even think about that.
Oh no.
Even flooring it, they'll probably be like, no, you still weren't really going that fast, so you're good.
Yeah, I imagine that's what it'll be. It won't even beep at you.
Right.
Those things get so annoying. Look at that messed up truck.
It's had better days. It's being pulled by like an identical truck.
It is.
The other cool thing about the Town & Country is you'll see here in a minute, once we get up to 70 miles per hour, it cruises at like 2,000 RPM. So the engine's just nice and easy, running along.
Oh, that guy's getting off.
He's probably just checking straps and stuff.
Okay.
And the other cool thing is it's got adjustable pedals. So,
oh, I love that.
Yeah, so like if Alyssa's driving, she can just move this little thing, and the pedals come up closer to her for her short legs. Yeah.
Shorter.
It's fit for all different sorts of body styles. Big, little, tall, short, doesn't matter. Town & Country will adapt.
This was that truck I was talking about. The front end is smashed. Hi.
He's like, what are you doing flooring it?
Are you flooring it right now?
No. Nice and easy.
Okay. KD says, I saw a bumper sticker once that said, sorry for driving so close in front of you. So close in front of you.
Huh.
Oh, like they're
the ones someone's tailgating them. That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
All right, getting up to 70, taking our time. There we are, shifting to 4th gear. Settles down. It's a little loud in here, but just because it's a big cavernous spot behind us.
We're getting close to this guy.
He's going real slow. See ya, buddy. You're getting passed by a Town & Country with 250,000 miles on it.
That's a nice looking truck. Yeah.
Yeah, this thing just putzes along. No problemo.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Moran says minivans are great for hauling car parts, especially body panels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, Moran Smandi could just trade in his GLS 63 and his Ford F450 that he's going to have and just consolidate to a Town & Country.
With the rust and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect, Moran.
No, what he should actually get is a Mercedes R63. It was Mercedes built like, it was essentially a minivan. It didn't have sliding doors, but for all intents and purposes, it was a minivan. And they put a huge engine in it. Had like 600, 500 horsepower, so big V8. And they only sent like 53 of them to the United States, so they're super rare.
53.
Yeah, it was like 53 or like 103 or something like that.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I've always wanted one of those. You can find them for like 50 grand.
Jeez,
so
that's
rare.
pretty cool.
Yeah, so Moran could get one of those.
Yeah, that sounds like it's more Moran style. Yeah. Yep. Andrew's Planet is asking, what is better, the Buick Enclave or the Chrysler Town & Country?
Chrysler Town & Country, absolutely. The Buick Enclave is not great. And Town & Country is one of the best cars you can buy, so
yeah,
that's easy.
yeah.
Alright, we'll lean on it here a little bit. One thing I do like to do occasionally when I'm driving it, when it's all warmed up, is I'll come away from a stoplight or something, I'll put it down into L mode. And I won't floor it, but I'll just rev it out to about 4,500 or so, just to kind of clean out the carbon. There you go. Woo!
We're getting up to
Speedy.
speed, yeah.
Yeah, that was 60 right there.
That's pretty cool. All right.
So I do that, and interestingly, if I don't do that over a few months or so, I'll get a check engine light for an EGR, exhaust gas recirculation code. And then if I just rev it out a few times, the code goes away.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Huh.
Brakes are not the smoothest in the world. I try not to use them too hard, but
Yeah.
I have had the right front caliper seize on me before, and I was going down the highway, and I was just like, man, my fuel economy is really not good. It's kind of pulling. So I got off the highway, and I could smell the brake burning, and I had to, like, jack it up in a parking lot and kind of wiggle the caliper free. So that's something that's happened. Oh, and also when I bought it, the right rear wheel bearing was going out, so it was really loud when you go around left-hand turns, because it would free up the right side, I think it was. And that was so easy to do, though. It was like a few bolts, took off the whole wheel bearing, came as a hub assembly, swapped it out for like 50 bucks, and it was good to go.
Wow.
Yeah. That was one of the main other things I wanted a Town & Country for, over something that was more like a Sienna or an Odyssey. Everything's so cheap and so easy to find and easy to fix on these cars. Yep.
Nice. That's pretty cool. Huh. The Thepittsburgh Man says, swap with Charlie Moran and give him the Merc for the TNC.
There you go.
Yeah. Moran could get like a, well, isn't he all the way in Scottsdale, Arizona or something like that?
That might be Yas.
It might be Yas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right. Moran is out there too, because he went and got that E500 or E-Class of some sort. Another thing, you might be able to hear briefly, I'll come around another right-hand corner, but sometimes when I have the blower fan on the right speed and we take a right-hand corner, we hear the fan spinning, but then when I straighten out, it goes away. So, you know, things like that are just character.
Omar says he had a 2007 Town & Country, and the worst thing about it were the brakes. They have fixed it on subsequent generations, however.
Okay.
But, yeah.
2007 would be the primo year, because it was the last year for this body style. So if I could get like a 2007, and there's a nice Town & Country right here. That's the next body style though. If I could get a 2007 with like 170,000 miles on it, limited trim, that would be perfect. I would baby that thing more than I do this.
Wow. Yeah. That's pretty fun.
They even made it in a cool orange color.
Oh yeah, we've seen those, and you really like those.
Yep.
There's two hot in here, guys. There we go.
Yeah, you got dual zone climate control up front, so you know the missus can have her climate set. You've got yours.
Or the mister.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the missus.
Sure.
This is nice driving.
These seats are so comfortable too. There's something to be said for these armrests.
I do appreciate a good armrest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kind of trundle along.
The Thepittsburgh Man is saying, a car with tons of character that just bumps up the price. Moran might have to give him the Ford too. That's pretty cute.
Yeah. Sounds like it. We'll have to just meet halfway in the country, and hopefully this thing makes it.
There and back.
Yeah.
And whatever Moran puts it through.
We've driven this thing a bunch. I bought it at 229,000 miles. It's at 251 now. And I've driven it, the longest trip I took was to Maryland.
That's
and three of us took it there, and it was great because we had half of the seats stowed in the back with like a bunch of sleeping bags, like blankets and stuff. So two people could be up here driving, and then one person could take a nap in the back.
I think that's actually such a great idea.
Yeah. And then I've wanted to camp in it, but I've never had a good chance to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried doing that with an ex-girlfriend, and she was like, "No, I just want to sleep in a real bed." And I was like, "That's stupid." And I went not together. So that's what happens when you don't camp in the town and country.
That's funny because that's exactly what I would say.
The thing is, though, is you can fit a full-size mattress flat in the back of this thing. So, like, we could get an air mattress or something, just pump it up, and then you could totally just camp in the back on a real mattress.
That's sort of... Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we should talk about the things that we have, some furniture that we've carried through this.
Oh, yeah.
I had 6 full-sized dining room chairs from Art Van in the back of this, like 2 months ago. Right? Of course, all the seats are folded down. Really took up the space.
Sectional couch before. Full thing, fit like kind of bloop 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 Tetris style, all in the back.
Yep.
I've done like 2 dressers at once, like decent sized dressers, along with various other.
We've done that multiple times.
Right? Yeah, some smaller dressers as well. Yeah, no problem.
We've actually had 3 sets of dressers in here.
Yeah, you're right.
3 different times, 2 dressers each, like a really long, short-heighted one, and then a normal size, kind of like chest of drawers type of dresser.
Yep.
Yeah, we've done that 3 different times. What else?
I like that I can just toss my mountain bike in the back and I don't have to take the tire off or anything. I literally just pop open the thing,
Just walk it right in.
Yeah. Yep. And you could do that with like 10 different bikes.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. A queen size mattress will fit in here.
Yes.
The only thing that won't fit in here is a queen size box spring, and of course, larger than that.
Right.
The box spring won't fit because you can't fold it down.
Yeah, the queen mattress has to bend just a little bit to fit in, and then once you clear the entrance, then you're good. But the box spring, we're gonna run this red. Sorry guys, don't show it.
And we're good.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, listen to that brake. The one annoying, no, just kidding. I was gonna say it's got disc brakes or drum brakes in the back, but it doesn't. It's 4-wheel disc.
I Love Cat 748 says four-wheel drive Chariot.
It's actually only 2-wheel drive because in 2005 they stopped making 4-wheel drive. Yeah.
2-wheel drive Chariot, even better.
Yep.
American Beauty, I say. That's really cute. You know, Mara says, I can't lie, I love that car, even with a few faults.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it definitely has its faults. What was the other? Oh, the other thing, the only issue with it that I haven't been able to, like, properly remedy is the starter has a loose connection, and it's in a really tough place to get to. It's in the front of the engine, right by the exhaust manifold.
Jeez, what's happening there? Just a bunch of smoke off of that semi's tires.
And it's hard to get to, and there's something else kind of blocking that. If I were to try to replace the starter, I would have to take like a lot of other things apart. It'd be really tough to get to. So occasionally when you go out to start it, if the starter cable is too loose, it just doesn't start. Nothing happens. And all I have to do is reach in there, kind of around the engine, and just wiggle the cable, and then it's good. And like you saw today, I mean, it's started right over every time, so the wire is obviously in a good spot, but it's corroded, so there's not really anything I can do to get it to sit in there better.
Front wheel drive.
Yeah.
That was a brain fart for me.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
Front wheel drive fair, yes.
I Love Cat 748. To get fuel economy of the car, to drive it like a big old beautiful van.
I totally agree with that. The only downside, oh man, hard on the brakes. We're not gonna run 2 red lights. Oh yeah, I could probably stand to have some new rotors on this, but it's fine. The problem with the new Sienna is it's so ugly. So if they could have just made it not look like a Tokyo drift machine.
That's so funny.
Then it'd be better.
Of all like the things that you think about and why you picked this car, that one is so superficial. It's so ugly.
Yeah, this thing is good looking. It's practical. It's cheap. It's easy to work on. It's the best car, man.
Good.
Yeah, I'm satisfied.
Yeah. Oh, now we're up to like 19.5
Yeah.
from our 16 miles per gallon.
It's economical. Takes
That
regular
one's
gas.
doing like 11.
The only thing it doesn't do is bring in super chat donations.
Apparently not. Yeah.
That's okay.
And brake well. That's another thing it doesn't do.
We're just having a good time. It's Friday. What's everyone up to this Friday?
This weekend.
Or this weekend, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder what Yas is up to because he's not with us.
Yeah.
No Yas, no White Putin.
He's not with us.
It's sad.
White Putin's probably going through like school stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Oh, this is something that's exciting. We finally got track clearance for a place to do instrumented vehicle testing. So thank you to TheTopher for helping get that all set up. But we will now be dipping our toes into instrumented vehicle testing. So just like Motor Trend and Car and Driver does 0 to 60 and 60 to 0 and skid pad and all those things, we're going to be doing them as well. Aiming to be kind of the YouTube leader of reputable instrumented testing for cars. And we're going to first go out to the track this Monday, so it's technically not the weekend, but on Monday we're going to have the Mustang Mach-E all-wheel drive extended range and a Tesla Model Y all-wheel drive extended long range, and we're going to drag race them. And we're going to have our standard range Tesla out there as well, just for kicks and giggles. But yeah,
wow.
So that'll be cool. We drag racing those on the track and start toying around with some instrumented testing numbers. So hopefully those videos will start rolling up in a few weeks of actually doing 0 to 60 and all that good stuff.
That's pretty sweet. Now, for people that don't know, can you briefly explain what instrumented testing is?
0 to 60, 60 to 0, skid pad, like how well a car can corner or how fast it can corner technically. That's about it. We might do 0 to 100 for some cars as well. I also want to do more of a practical test where you kind of make a 90-degree turn and then hit the gas, kind of as you would if you were pulling out onto like a fast country road and a truck were coming up on you or something. But yeah, we'll probably play around with exactly what tests we want to do. You can hear that.
There's that sound. It's getting loud. Yeah, we gotta turn the fan off.
Well, part of it's because we're on this like incline.
Yeah.
Now you see if straighten the car out, it's gone, even with the fan on.
Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Cool, cool, cool. KD says this was very enjoyable. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aw, that's so nice.
What else?
Comments.
Oh, we got more comments.
Yeah, we got more comments.
Give them up.
I Love Cat 748 says, I'm an apartment dweller with a Tesla, so I have to go charge this weekend. Gonna take the opportunity to buy literally at least 6 at the grocery store and charge it. I love that.
That's awesome.
I love that so much. I love all of that.
So I'm curious then, do you have a Model 3 long range and you just like use your battery throughout the week and then charge back up with ballsy way to okay. Sorry, signal's coming back.
That way?
So I need to turn around. That Dodge.
They're not gonna be.
Van is
real metal, probably.
what was I gonna say?
We won't wait a little bit for the signal to come back.
Okay.
It's okay, they can't even hear it.
Signal should be coming back soon. It's not usually this bad back here.
Yeah. You'd think we live in the middle of the country.
I know. There we go. It's coming back up.
We're just Metro Detroit.
Yeah, it's tough for phones to just keep a consistent, just multiple megabits of data going with these streams.
Okay, it looks like we are consistent out here.
Okay.
Alright. That's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's an interesting way to live. But yeah, I was curious if you've ever run an extension cable from your apartment down to the car to charge it up. I think that'd be pretty funny.
Yes, that would be pretty cool. Pretty expensive, probably, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Pittsburgh Man is so cute. But he says, when you guys get huge, don't forget the OGs.
Oh, absolutely. Never will.
Oh, look how cute.
Trying to give you guys all the connection.
And KD says he's very excited about about the instrumented testing. Really looking forward to it.
Good. Cool.
I Love Cats has an LR3.
Yep.
And charge it up at 290 and slowly use the range as he does errands. I charge once every few weeks. Wow.
That's impressive.
And use the opportunity to buy groceries if I need them, or special snacks I'm loving. That's so cute.
I got 2 questions for that person. 1, do they live in a cold climate? And 2, have they ever had people use, well, sorry, I guess second question is, do you supercharge? And if so, do you have people like do your referral codes? Because we could honestly put your referral code into our videos if you wanted, because we have 7,000 miles worth of supercharging from referrals at this point, and I don't think we're going to be able to use that, to be honest.
Awesome.
Because we have a 240 at home. We don't supercharge very often, only on road trips, and we're really only going to road trip this car a few more times.
Yeah.
Can
you donate your...
I don't think so. I don't think they're transferable. I wish I could donate. No, in fact, I know you can't, but it'd be cool if we could.
It would be cool to donate that.
But yeah, we could always put your link into our videos instead of our link.
Yeah.
The only thing is if you win a Model Y, then you have to give it to us.
No!
At least give us the Model 3.
There you go.
Cool. Well, sorry that I didn't do 0 to 60 on this, guys. Maybe if we break like 50,000 subscribers this year, then I'll take this thing out and I'll just rag on it and we'll see what happens. But...
Oh, wow.
Yes?
I Love Cats responded.
Okay.
I only lose 1% every couple days. Phantom drain isn't a problem.
Cool.
The parking garage is too far from my apartment to run the cable, but I've always wanted to do that. He lives in New York City.
Oh.
And I only supercharge. That would be amazing. About the referral code, I don't have any referrals at all.
Cool.
We'll do that.
Yeah, go ahead and...
You got it, man.
Send us, you can email us, admin@thedailymotor.com, or that email address is in our YouTube description, or not description, where is it? Yeah, I think it's in the description and in the about page on the channel. Send us an email with your referral code and we'll throw it in, get you a few.
Yep.
Yeah. Anything else in the comments?
Good to go.
Caught up. All right, everyone. Thank you all for checking out my perfect 2006 Chrysler Town & Country. Owned it for those of you who weren't watching at the beginning, I'll kind of recap. I've owned this for 3.5 years. Hey, thanks Pittsburgh Man. Raced to the jungle gym. I think he thinks there's a jungle gym around here. But there isn't.
Maybe
I'm
it's
sorry.
a thing.
Maybe. I feel like he thought that like there was a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. But thank
anyway,
you,
thank
Pittsburgh
you for
Man.
the donation.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I had this for about 3.5 years. It's got 251,515 miles on it. And I'm actually curious. I'm gonna take this piece of tape off. Is that light still on? Oh no, there's so much residue. Just kidding, I'm leaving that tape on there. There's way too much residue on there. But, oh, the light is still on. It's just way hard to see. So I keep that piece of tape there because there's a low windshield washer fluid light sensor that's out. And there's no point in seeing it because I know what it is. This is our utility vehicle. We just keep it around for if I don't have a press car and it's too cold for the motorcycles and Alyssa's driving the Model Y. This is technically my daily driver for when I need it. And it's super darn useful. And even Alissa, for as much as she makes fun of this, has to admit that it's come in some pretty serious handy before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some serious handy.
And it's even got a sunroof. That works.
Yeah. Oh, does it? Oh, you jinxed it! Oh. Okay, never mind.
It's not auto. Oh, there we go. Yeah. See, you know, she just needed a little waking up. Look at that. That's like a big sunroof. It feels nice. What if we live drive like this?
No one would be able to hear anything.
And it's got roof rails, which we actually put to use the other day to move a queen size box spring. 2 of them actually. We used the roof rails.
I'm worried about this not being able to close and getting cold on the way home.
Perfect.
Cool. I Love Cat says, I'll gladly give the Y to you guys.
Cool.
More a Model X kind of guy. Thank you. I'll email you soon.
Perfect.
And he also says 2 Model Ys in your household would be pretty neat.
That would be neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, we would. We'd probably sell the standard range. Although,
Yeah.
you know, yeah, we would.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly just because the standard range doesn't exist anymore to be sold. So there's not really any point in us giving like range advice on a car that you can't buy new anymore.
Right.
So that was kind of a slap in the face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a whole video on like my thoughts on the standard range Model Y getting canceled. I've just been behind on that sort of stuff because I actually have a video coming out hopefully tomorrow where we raced our Model Y versus a snowmobile. And Nathan was driving, Alissa was in the car, and I was on the snowmobile, and we raced about an hour away. And if you want to see the results of that, you'll have to watch the video. But it's pretty cool, just requires a lot of editing because it's a big, long deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot of cuts back and forth between snowmobile and the Tesla and its inhabitants. And...
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Pittsburgh Man thought this was a park.
Yes. Unfortunately, it is not. This is just like an industrial office
Business
space.
park.
Yeah, business park's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Look at that. Now we're up to full strength.
You're
Good.
kind of close. Yep. Cool.
Cool. All right. Well, I guess we can get out to finish. We typically do that.
Yeah.
For those of you who missed it earlier, a little Porsche badge from my Boxster. We kept it and put it on the Town and Country key. And I guess I can get rid of this little Wendy's thing because this is from last year.
They expire?
Yeah, they're annual.
That's lame.
Cool. the squeak from the doors as you open it. Well, good job, little Town and Country. Always there when we need it. And if you all ever need just cheap, good transportation,
Don't take the bus.
don't take the bus. Get yourself a Chrysler Town and Country. Thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back next week with a Ford Mustang Mach-E live drive
Completely
on Tuesday.
different.
Yeah, and that'll be after we've road tripped it. So that will be interesting. We'll report back on that. What's up?
Porsche Town and Country.
Porsche Town and Country. That's it. That's exactly it. We should swap out the Chrysler badge for a Porsche badge and really piss some people off. Sweet.
Very cute. And then sell it.
Yes, and then sell it for like $4 grand.
You can smell and feel the heat coming off of us.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't pop the hood. Let's do that real quick. I'll let you take the camera.
Okay. Do you need to grab your phone? Or be good?
That'll be good.
Okay, good.
It's a pretty compact V6 in here. Transverse mounted. There it is. Just chilling there.
Yeah, compact indeed.
So that starter I was talking about earlier is right there under the alternator. I thought I was gonna have to replace the alternator on this, but I haven't had to, so that's been nice. Yeah, it really, I mean, it leaks some oil, but not too bad. Oh, another thing I did once, I was swapping out the battery and I was tightening down the terminals, and I tightened it too much and it snapped. So I just went to the junkyard and grabbed a new terminal and swapped it on there. Easy enough.
Wow. So resourceful.
Oh, I've actually completely swapped out the fuse box as well. That's what it was. I kept having issues with ABS lights coming on, ABS and traction control lights, and I think I ended up just swapping out the fuse box. And that's actually fixed a lot of my electrical issues. So
Very cool.
neat. But thanks all so much for watching, and we'll see you next week. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always,